Okay, as I said, we're gonna be talking about Biden's campaign and about his debate a bit. So, Biden's campaign announces a 264 million fundraising haul in a second quarter during post-debate anxiety. Oh yes, let the money rain. I said to you that the Americans will not be very considered about their debt or anything like that in the upcoming months. I said that they will be going absolutely bonkers. I actually did low-key expected he would have some teleprompter or someone talking to his ear in the debate, but no, they just let him in there, and this was the result. Like, what did you expect? What did any one of you expect? Like, is it's going to be okay? Like, we've seen those signs for years, and the fact they still nominated him, or they have not nominated him yet. They still have to do the official thing, but so far it seems like that he'll be nominated. But so yeah, if they nominated him and they knew like this, how did they not knew? Like, this just shows in what sort of delusional world the Democratic Party lives. Like, we've seen it all. You were just refusing to acknowledge it. You just throw it away like some sort of right-wing propaganda. Like, you had all the sides. You had 4 years to groom yourself a new young candidate. You did not do that. And now you're stuck with Biden. And let's be clear, if they are gonna go for another debate, and if Biden is once again going to look like he did in this first debate, yeah, then Trump is going to sweep this probably. Like, unbelievable how stupid the Democratic Party is. We've seen all of his falls, all of his stutters. We've seen it all. We've seen his senility to the absolute maximum. And yet they still put him there. They still put him for the second term. Just let him go. Let him to the fucking retirement. He's 81 years old. What the fuck are you thinking? You are in the very nervous times. You are in a very dire times. You have China, and there are always nowadays rumors about China preparing for the reclamation of Taiwan. You've got the Russians who are waging war at Ukraine, whilst also increasing their war capacity and destruction capacity, to be more precise. Very fast missiles, nuclear missiles. They are preparing for the Armageddon, and for times like this, you need somebody younger, someone charismatic who can bring the country together. Because if the war would erupt, like, I honestly think there would be a coup d'etat in the United States. I actually think there would be. Probably not right away, but in some time, when the enthusiasm would run over, there would be definitely a conspirations to get rid of the commander-in-chief, whoever that might be. I mean, fortunately for the USA, they got a pretty big intelligence web. Therefore, agencies like CIA or FBI would just murder all of those who would conspire, but you never know. You never know who might actually get to. Or maybe it would be one of those agencies who would commit it. Who knows? I need to sneeze. Not much better, but we have to move on. Remember, Putin and Xi Jinping and pretty much any other world leader besides maybe Macron is not exactly young. Like, Xi Jinping is almost also 70 years old. Maybe he is also 70 years old at this point. Putin is also 70 years old, if I remember correctly. Kim Jong-un is actually pretty young. I always forget that he's so young. Like, I would expect he would be also like 60 years old, but no, he's like 30, 35, maybe 40 years old. Like, he is very young. So, yeah, let's go to the article. President Joe Biden's re-election campaign and the Democratic National Committee reported raising $264 million in the year's second quarter, an impressive haul that may help them calm fears within their own party about last week's shaky debate performance. The total announced Tuesday includes $127 million collected during June alone, when the campaign says it took more than $33 million on the day of the debate and in its aftermath. Oh, yeah, they are going full coping. Biden also has $240 million in cash on hand, outpacing the $212 million it reported having last month. Probably still not enough, but hey. People have seen the debate, so they should make their mind about his health. And if he were to die, then remember, Kamala Harris goes in. And if you do not like Kamala Harris, or if you never seen her talk, like you should do yourself a favor and watch her. She is not exactly the best person for the president's job. And if you are a Democrat voter and you are going for Kamala Harris, you're fucking delusional. And the next time the elections come around, the Republicans are going to destroy you so fucking much. They're gonna have a super majority, and they're gonna impose a fucking nationwide ban on abortion. So yeah, be careful for what you want. Think about the general public. Biden campaign manager Julie Chavez Rodriguez called the totals as a testament to the committed and growing base of supporters standing firmly behind the president. I'd like to see how much Trump got on the debate day. The announced totals came as Biden campaign continues to scramble to quell panic among some Democrats who have questioned whether the president can win November's election after a debate where he appeared raspy. That is a very mild way to put it. From where did they take it? AP News or no, Washington? So Washington Post, I guess. I guess it's Washington Post, maybe. Maybe it's their own article, who knows? Trailed off and at times gave convoluted answers. Some of the campaign's top readers have held multiple calls since the debate, preaching patience to donors and top surrogates. Campaign officials nonetheless insist there's been no discussion whatsoever of Biden exiting the race, nor of any staff shakeups. Well, they are still fully delusional then. Jesus. This should have been a pretty easy election for the Democrats, by the way. Roe v. Wade. The rage of so many women will be wasted because the Democrats were not able to fucking put some good candidate up front. Like there's just so little, so small expectation, and they still were not able to find anyone, any fucking one in their 60 or 70 million voter base. Disgraceful. Former President Donald Trump, who is set to accept the Republican presidential nomination at the party's convention this month in Milwaukee, has yet to announce the quarterly fundraising total for his campaign and affiliated entities. A spokesman said they would release them when we are ready. Biden enjoyed a large fundraising advantage over Trump in the early stages of the race, but the former president has narrowed the gap more recently. Yes, we read about that. In April, which is included in Tuesday's full second quarter totals, Biden and the DNC reported raising more than $151 million. That was well short of the $76 million that Trump and the Republican Party reported taking in for that month. Trump also reported raising $141 million in May, padded by tens of millions of dollars in contributions that flow in after Trump's guilty verdict in his criminal hush money trial. Biden's most recent quarterly total was enhanced by a grimsy June fundraiser in Los Angeles that he held with superstars George Clooney and Julia Roberts and former President Barack Obama. Of course, he's using Obama still. That event took in more than 30 millions, a record for a Democratic candidate. The president's campaign said near half of the donations came after the debate were from first-time donors. It said 95% of all second-quarter donations were under $200, and more than 1.5 million total donors made over 2.8 million contributions. The campaign said it now has a donor base of 314,000, or nearly 100,000 more than at the end of 2024's first quarter in March. The campaign said the Biden campaign has used its fund to help open 200 post campaign offices in the battleground states that work with the state Democratic parties and have more than 1,000 staffers. Biden's team said that coming out of the debate last weekend, the campaign staged 1,500 events across the battlegrounds. Grassroots donors across the country are chipping in every day because they know that this election will determine the course of the history, DNC Chair Jamie Harrison said. Oh yeah, it's from Copyright Associated Press, of course. They fucked up big time with this election. This was supposed to be an easy election. It would be an easy election for any fucking one who is sane. Like anyone who doesn't have any too left-leaning views, represents himself as a moderate person, he would won this with ease. But no, they just have to go with this senile grandpa who is now 81 years old.